Hello, my name is Matthew Banks, and this is my Valedictory video. Now before you ask, the guy with the shirt off is important to this video because he's been on the YouTube thumbnail for many of my school projects, and I just felt it wouldn't be right to not include him as the first slide picture. Now the other guy is me dressed in a suit from my junior fraternity, the Omega Lamplighters. And I've been in there for all 4 years of my high school career. Now these adults that I've been working with have really shaped me into the man I am today throughout my whole high school years. Now to start off is my freshman year. And this picture was taken by Miss Atkins, who was my homeroom teacher. And many of the kids in my homeroom have become really close friends with me. And I really cherish being close friends with them because they really helped me through many of the trials that I've had during my high school. Now, the Columbus High School Marching Band. While I was in freshman year, I wasn't very sociable. I didn't have many friends. I wasn't able to talk to many people carrying over from my middle school years. However, when you're a marching band, that just doesn't matter because you're a family when you're a marching band. So one of the sophomores invited me to their birthday party, and it was a masquerade. And so I didn't have any fancy mask, so I decided to wear my V for Vendetta mask. And the guy next to me is Kyle, who was a sophomore at the time, and I really gotten close to him during this time as well, marching band. Now, since I wasn't social, I didn't really do much. I wasn't really talking, so I didn't really do much. But sophomore year is where it's at. Sophomore year is where I did tons of stuff. I made whole new friends. I actually learned from my experience in freshman year, and I decided to change myself, become more sociable, and try to, speak more out from my mouth, my mind. And because of that, I made very close friends. Just like the guy next to me, who was Spencer Robinson. He graduated now, but we still talk to each other. And during this day was actually the dress-up day for the generations, where each class would dress up as a different generation. And Spencer was a junior at me this time, so he dressed up as a dad, and I was a sophomore, so I dressed up as a high schooler. And I was kind of the loner kid in this dress-up, because I had like the hoodie, looking down, hands in the pockets with the jeans on and all that. It was a pretty good one. Now, the highlight of my sophomore year was in the Heights, because I never would have thought I was ever be in a drama play, much less would have liked it. And well, both of those things happened. I'm really glad I did it because I learned the salsa dance. Like, who just wouldn't want to learn the salsa dance? If you don't want to learn the salsa dance, I'm sorry for you, bro. I'm sorry. But that was just a really good experience I will never forget. Now, skipping past sophomore year, we got junior year, the worst year of my high school career. Yes, because we had COVID. So during COVID, it really put a strain on our bodies and our minds because many of the teachers put tons of work on us that we had to do, and before we didn't know that we all just get canceled out, so we actually did it. Most of us half of us actually did it. So during this year, we had to find ways to just release some stresses, and this was one of them. This picture, because this picture was actually just me and some friends of mine who dressed up, and we infiltrated another class, and it was a teacher that we know, so it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad, I promise. And so basically, we're acting like we were going on a date with the teacher. And so we dressed up. I dressed up as a suit and had the wine glass, fruit punch. It was fruit punch. I promise you, it's fruit punch. And we were just talking, acting like we were going on a date and everything. It was pretty funny. One of the main reasons why this year was such a stressful year for me was because I started working at McDonald's 2 months prior to the pandemic. But before that, it was on me because I wanted to get the most raunchiest, clear-cut experience of a fast food worker. So I was like, where can I get the most in-depth experience? And I said McDonald's, and I did. I got the highs and lows of the fast food experience. The highs being I have really good coworkers I actually became friends with, and the lows being the customers. The customers were terrible. And this is a picture of me on my break eating French fries at McDonald's. So this is my marching band junior year, and during this time we had a bunch of seniors leaving, including the one next to me, who was Sarah Dagnes. And Sarah Dagnes was a very, very close friend. She became my best female friend that I've had throughout all of high school, and still is. I don't know how we're still friends, even though she lives all the way in New York. But anyway, during this year, they were all leaving, and so without them, I would have been the only trombone player in my section. However, we got a bunch of freshmen who came in and really filled up that spot. And I was able to be reassured that I wouldn't be the only person. Now this is just a couple pictures about me fulfilling my boredom during COVID year. Just me thinking that I'm kind of like a handsome Squidward. So I took a picture of myself, put it together, and thinking, oh, I actually do. And this is just another picture of me just goofing around. And me and my friend group had like a bunch of pictures of ourselves just messing around. And this is one of them. Now, along with my friend group of guys, I just branched out and made like a really close knit. I have two friend groups that are really close. And like one of them is Zara. And I met her my sophomore year. I met Evie my senior year. And there's me in the background. Don't look at them. But these people I've also been part of my guy friend group. Like Dylan, I've known him since my middle school year. And these guys I've known. This was taking my senior year when we were doing Instagram Live because we weren't in person, so we really had to do live video chats on Instagram or be in our Discord. And so this is just using filters, and just taking videos and took a screenshot of it. And we were just really talking to each other in order to really talk about our stresses, just relieve ourselves, just joke around. And I really just want them to really become the people they want to be. I want to tell them after graduation that to be your own person and to just live the way you want to live. I know it sounds really cheesy, but I'm running for time, so that's all I got to say. Now, on to my senior year. McDonald's Part 2. This is the year I was also working at McDonald's my senior year, right? And I'm so glad I quit because, I had to because I had senior project done. I hadn't done a single thing, so I had to quit I'm not gonna say which month because that would be bad. But also during this year would have had to be when Travis Scott came out, Travis Scott Burger. Let me tell you, that was the best experience I had working at McDonald's. When someone pulled up in the drive-thru and was like, Cactus Jack sent me, and they played the sicko mode intro. I was like, yes, finally. And then I got done it 80 times and I was just tired of it. But the first time was very memorable. And this is just a picture of my marching band final years. This is during my senior night. And this is Morgan Singleton and Douglas Norman, really my best friends. And this is also the freshmen that I was talking about who are sophomores now. And we were dressed up as the Pope and his Knights for a Halloween skit thing. And this is my winter concert for my just regular concert band. And this was also the holiday social time, which we would have for Christmas. So I just took a picture of myself with the Christmas get up I had on and the coat that we usually get. Now during this time we had many senior struggles, trying to get a prom ready, trying to get graduation pictures, and most of all getting the SAT fixed. So I was like trying to release all that stress, so I just took a random picture and spiced it up a little bit. Now my favorite book would have to be It. My favorite song would have to be Gary Come Home. My favorite poem would have to be The Raven. My favorite play would have to be A Streetcar Named Desire. These are all things that I've just really had a nice time reading, especially during class or just on my own. And SpongeBob always has a special place in my heart. Now, Vanderbilt University is where I'm going to, pretty good school. And this is where I want to be. I want to be the guy, just really depressed and laying on the numbers. I want to be the woman who is just the psychiatrist who is basically telling all their problems, trying to help. I want to be a future psychiatrist, and of course it'll take a long time. I'm gonna go to medical school, it'll be a while, but hopefully I might even start my own firm. As my legacy that I will leave for Columbus High, I'll continue it in college years hopefully, but my legacy is my meme page. Yes, Dr. Mr. Banks, Balloony as my picture. It is never over. So if you want to follow me, as I lead beyond my legacy, follow Dr. Mr. Banks on Instagram.